Okay, hello again. We're picking back up right where we left off. So we're coming up here. We're heading over to the chapel. These are useless. They don't do anything. Just hearts. The tombstones, they typically have a decent amount of defense, but I guess we've been leveling up to the point where kill them pretty quick. Don't really think they're worth farming. I don't really remember what they drop, but it's not anything significant. You know, if you beat the game and you want to go back and get every item that every enemy drops, like I've done so in the past, by all means. Come down here for magic missile and waka knife. I guess it's pronounced waka knife. This is an old Castlevania enemy, balloon pod, and they do that when you hit them. And forgive me if you can hear my chewing. Trying a little taste test of dinner. The balloon pods, if I remember right, don't drop too much, if anything at all. Best to just avoid them until they get right in front of your face. So here, we got this little symbiote looking thing here. This is a panther. Very hard to attack. Usually you have to hit them when they're, I think, turned, or with a weapon with better distance, something like that. But yeah, very, very tough to kill. So for this area, realistically, unless you're going for item completion, use the dog. The wolf, sorry. This will probably be your second boss if you follow this route, is Medusa. She should be significantly harder than she is. But this is all you have to do to her. That's it. For such an iconic villain, she should be harder than she is. Now you have the Heart of Vlad. 1 of 5 treasures, avoid curse. You are now immune to getting cursed. Okay, once again, let's get through the wolf kills those things easier than anything in the game, well, besides the Crusader sword. And another game-breaking sword that I could show you. It's also extremely rare. You got a new weapon. Talwar sword, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's how you pronounce it. Pretty strong. Just a regular attack sword. No special attacks. Okay. Another heart max up. Smart potion. And another mana prism. Those are good to have. So here, you will come to this again. And obviously, since this is a different castle, the spikes are going to be there again. Now, You technically could cheese and just do this whole thing as mist form, because the door is no longer there. Here you find the Twilight Cloak that you started the game with. Well, once you took control of Alucard. Black cape for vampires. I've always liked that it glowed red like that. Okay, so that enemy that you've seen right before we walked through this room, Sniper of Goth, I think is what he's called. Yeah. Drops some pretty rare stuff, but I actually think what he does drop is pretty good. I think one of them is armor. Might be the platinum mail. Okay, so one of them is the magic missile. I think the other one is armor. If I remember right, the armor that he drops is pretty good. So in here, that's the way to the Colosseum. You're no longer blocked. You can go that way if you want. Oh, these little guys are annoying. These imps, if they grab a hold of you, you lose control. So take them out. Prioritize them if they're around, because they could put you in a really bad spot. They drop the... Oh, what is it? The King's... I think it's called the King's Covenant or something like that. It's a pretty good accessory. I think it gives like strength plus 10 or 15. But like everything else, rare drop. The confession room in this castle does absolutely nothing. So, just for map completion at this point. Maybe it was the King's Stone that they drop. It's something like that. Anyways, terrible spot to farm them. Not recommended. This is the best place to level up your familiars. This particular sword. Extremely time consuming. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. Now this sword actually drops a really strong sword. I'm being watched. Really just to walk in the room and do that. Just to get rid of these javelins, they're very annoying. This sword drops, I think it's called the Burtang, and I think it does extra blood damage to enemies. I think they cause them to bleed more. Again, it's kind of a very gimmicky sword, so I haven't used it a lot. And I'm not going to waste my time. It's a fairly low drop rate. But that is the very best place to level up your familiars. Now again, back over that way is your Colosseum. You can go that way if you want. I'm recording. Maybe. I haven't figured that out on PlayStation yet.
It's not something that like can't be found.
they are.
They did an experiment in the Bahamas, and multiple species of sharks have tested positive for cocaine. That's not funny, that's really sad.
That's kind of sad. That is sad. It's just so weird.
It's not weird, it's people throwing their waste and their drugs into
Okay. Moving on. My apologies for that. Now, those guys... Oh, what are they called? Another diamond right there. Sorry, I got distracted. I don't remember what they drop. So this is, like I said, this is the route that I like to take. Okay, now we're done. Another zircon. Go up. Part max. Save room. Okay, now this inverted area is actually kind of tricky. There are going to be invisible enemies. Not in this particular room, but in another room. You go in here, again, there's going to be a boss. This is Beelzebub. And he can be kind of tricky. And disgusting. Those little maggots will poison you on the floor, so try not to touch them. Well, change your gear. We will do... probably the walk armor. We could change the Ring of Arcana since we don't need it right this moment. Might as well do that. Let's test out the holy weapon. Okay, so this, if I remember right, he's very weak to holy damage. Oh yeah. Oh, dang it. Yeah, very weak, okay. I'm still taking big damage. Ah, I didn't see the little maggot there. Ah, I'm gonna die. Dang. For God's sakes. Oh, that actually gave a lot back. Alright, jeez. That was probably the hardest time I've ever had with that boss. Okay. Change back to your luck gear if you wish. Go in here. There's your second Ring of Arcana. I will gladly trade the other items for those. What the heck? Oh jeez, I'm blind. So yeah, lowering some stats here, but significantly better drop rates. From here, where should we go? I'll go up. Don't really care for their drop, so that's why I'm doing that. Here is where the invisible enemies are, those bitter flies. Now those traps will do extreme damage to you, so be extremely careful. No pun intended. I rest my case. Oh, that must be a cursing attack. Down here, like I said, those traps do a lot of damage. I think there's more of those. No, they're not. Okay. Back down here, another life max up. At this point in the game, all that stuff comes in handy. Things just start hitting so much harder. That's annoying. Whew. Is this where... You'll know if they're there too, because your sword will just randomly start attacking what looks like nothing. Dang it. Rude. Okay, again, we got breakable walls, just like in the regular castle. Oh, did I just lose my... Yes, I did. Oh, gold circlet. Cool. Okay. Katana. Now this is a single-handed katana. Oh, wait a minute. No, this one is a two-handed. Okay. So normally like that. No back to forward special attack, but Hadouken special attack. Very strong. Very, very strong. Now this is a cool enemy. The fire demon. There's those lesser demons again. Whoa! Calm down there, buddy. Their death sound in this version is really odd. It sounds like a teenager. It does not sound very demon. In the PlayStation version, it was very, very demon-esque. It was very distorted, and I mean, it's distorted anyways, but to me it sounded a lot more like a demon than it does now. Drops a fire shield, which does a really cool fire effect with the shield rod, or attack, I mean. And also drops, I forget what it's called, but it's a stronger version of the fire sword. This is the better place to farm him. Now, obviously, the Ice Brand is going to do significantly more damage to him. But, if you want to farm him, equip your other stuff. He's not very difficult. Kind of hits hard, but otherwise, not a serious challenge. I don't like his death animation in this version, though. In the original, everything stayed void black behind him, but you could see fire in that void. To me, it was really cool. It's cooler than him just kind of fading. There's the fire shield. I'll show you what that does. Actually, I think it's a better shield than, well, on par with the Shaman shield. However, when linked with the shield rod, brings those out. Really cool. Very strong attack. Let's see if we could get that better version of the fire sword. Yeah, the death sound in the original PlayStation version sounds more like a roar. It doesn't sound like a, I don't know, it just to me sounds like a teenager. Sounds goofy. Okay, we'll do it maybe like 5 more times. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and waste time on them. I've never had that thing drop really fast. It's very rare. Now that this is a normal enemy, it will drop 2 different weapons. the Obsidian Greatsword, or two-handed sword, and the Holbein Dagger. The Obsidian Greatsword actually looks really cool. It's got a green aura when you attack with it. And the Holbein Dagger is kind of like a little holy dagger. I think it has a really crappy attack, but deals extra damage to demons. The attack swipes upwards, so it's extremely limited, not very conventional. Anyways, go here. I think that's going to bring us up. This is kind of an annoying section. Oh. Yeah, you can, okay, so you can farm luck potions with these guys, so that's kind of nice. Okay. Yeah, this is probably the best place to get luck stone, or luck potions. Got a shield. On par with pretty much everything else. And here's what it does. Protection from dark. So, a little bit more resistance to darkness damage. I do not want to deal with these guys. So we're gonna go back up. He's trying to get me. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. Rude. God, you little jerk. If they grab a hold of you, just wiggle the controller like crazy, start button mashing, and they'll let go. Other than that, moving on, I'm going to do a last secret and then call it for the day. Okay, again, go all the way to the right if you need some map percentage completion. Just see if we can get a... Oh yeah, there's him again. I think he's actually got a little bit more life than the regular castle. Not really seeing much there though. Thank you. Let's get some life back here. Very effective. Resist dark. Cthulhu. Not Cthulhu. Kind of funny. Okay, we're gonna go up here. Map completion. Watch out for that guy. Fires a very powerful beam out of his non-existent stomach. Go here to unlock another teleporter. just like in the normal castle. Now for this guy, you're probably going to want to, well, be a lot more careful than that, even though that was the least, that attack was the least of my worries. Right here you get a talisman. May absorb damage taken. So every now and then you'll actually heal from taking an attack. Doesn't happen very often, it's not worth risking. Go back up here for another secret. Now, you're going to find one of the most rarest enemies in the game here, and it doesn't give you a lot of opportunity to kill it. It also drops a really rare item, and that's that, the dodo bird. I think that gives you the rune blade, which is a throwing sword, and I think the heart brooch. We'll try a couple times. But yeah, that bird, once it starts to run, it's very fast. And well, looks like it gives a lot of experience. Let's find out how much. So 9,764. So they're giving 5. Oh, wow. Looks like almost 2,000 each. So I guess, in a way, that's kind of worth it. Get a few level ups from him. Yeah, I mean, shoot, it's not like it's a hard enemy to kill. It just runs fast. But if you catch it, and you need some levels, you know, and you've got those Ring of Arcanus, you have the opportunity to level up off of him and get some rare items. I'm going to do it a couple more times and then we'll proceed. Okay, one more. Okay, we're good. Now this. Is it this one? Okay. Not in this room, but in the other rooms, those dragon riders, you could actually kill the fleamen on top of them, and the dragon will kind of thank you by following you around the rest of the room and attacking enemies. Okay, so before I end the video, we're gonna go all the way to the room to the right. Just kind of, you know, semi-loop back around. I don't know what I just got, but I got something. Okay, right here. Be careful. Try to kill just the flea man. Got it. And now it will become harmless. Won't attack you. Be careful of those Nova Skeletons. The blast is very strong. Now, you've got your Ouroboros, and now you got 2 of those things. And, well, they're not the smartest in the world. They'll still help out a little bit. Okay, and that's it. And now they're not following you again. Okay, just like in the regular castle, get some gold there, get some map completion. Come down here for an anti-venom and a hammer. Okay, we're just gonna blast through this. I'm not worried about all that stuff. Okay, we're gonna drop down here. Now remember that plant lady that I warned you about earlier in the regular castle. She's back, but stronger and a lot more aggressive. Actually, if I remember right, she's the one that drops the Zweihander sword. But again, rare. Very strong two-handed sword, but very rare. Okay, another save spot, just like in the regular castle. Go over here, we've got a fire boomerang, so not even remotely as good as the regular castle, but completion nonetheless. Okay, moving on. Be careful of that Nova skeleton right here, because she's kind of got you back into a corner, and he can get you. And so can that one. Luckily, they get taken down pretty easy. Oh, look at that! Got this Zweihander. Very nice. Okay. Rude. Oh, dang it. Oh boy. The disrespect. Okay. So, that's the Zweihander. Very strong sword at this point. Very strong. Got kind of a cool teal aesthetic to it. Does a thrusting attack. That's really it. But otherwise, cool looking sword. Very fast jumping attack. Excuse me. That's about it. Let's get some life going though. Jeez. Getting beat up here. Turkey gave a lot. I'll do that. Oh. When did I get that? That's funny. Let me show you what that does. It's a poison sword. Oh, that's right. This one doesn't do a special attack, but it does poison. Okay, moving on. I'm going to do the last. Yeah, I'll do the last secret, and I'll go save off camera, and then we'll start back up again. Good. So just like the regular castle, only a little trickier. Go through one side with the bat, and then go back through with the wolf. But you can do it just like this. You don't have to be a little weird, on the staircase or anything like that. Just like that. Opens up that room, just like before. Zircon, Opal, and the, I don't know how to pronounce that, barrel circlet. Extremely important for a future fight. Restores HP by lightning damage. Any lightning damage that you take will restore your health tremendously. So I'm going to go save it off camera. But not too far away, just where we were past those Venus enemies. And that's it for this part of the guide. We'll pick back up later. If you've caught it, give me a like and subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next one. Sorry, paused that a little too soon. We'll catch you on the next one.